Hi there everybody, it's UK independent demonstrator Halsey here from slimandstylish.com. Thank you for joining me today. Today I have a relatively simple card for you, which is this one, using the photopolymer stamp set Timeless Tulips from the new Mini Catalogue by Stampin' Up. I say it's a simple card. This is quite a cute technique that I'm going to show you how to do, which is changing the colours on your stamp set. And I'll show you how to do that, but really other than that it's a very simple card. It's using the Timeless Tulips stamp set that's in the new Mini Catalogue, and there is also a bundle that includes a punch. I've ordered the punch, it hasn't arrived yet because I'm filming ahead of schedule, so I'm just using this that I got free on stage, and the punch will be with me, but I'm going to fussy cut for the simplicity of doing this video. When I get a free day, I like to sit down and do all of my videos, so that's what I'm doing today. Right, for this one, you will need your blank cardstock, which I've got for the base. You will also need a bit of basic black. This one here is slightly different measurements to usual. It's 14.5 centimetres by 10.2 centimetres. And then at 9.9 centimetres by 14.2 centimetres is the ratio rose bit, and then at my normal 9.5 centimetres by 13.8 centimetres is the white, because normally I do only have one matting behind the cards, but this one I just quite like it with two. I was being awkward. So to start this off, I'm just going to pop on my green bits on the back, and I'm using Mossy Meadows for that. Now the stamp set has two different stems. I'm using the curved stem today, but you can use either. I love this stamp set. They had a stamp set very much like this last year in the Sale-a-bration, and it was called Lasting Lilies, and it was the same idea. And now we've got Timeless Tulips, and I kind of wish they were both at the same time together, because imagine what gorgeous cards you could do. As a demonstrator, I actually sell off all of my retired stamp sets at the end of the period that I can sell them. So I haven't still got Lasting Lily, but if you have still got it from last year, it'll be amazing to make some cards with it. There are 3 different types of leaves. I'm using 2 different types for this card, so I'm using this one and this one. This one I'm just going to use it that way, so I'm putting the thin bit down onto the stem and stamping on that side, and the other one again I'm putting the thin bit onto the stem and stamping over that side. So simple this. You don't have to do anything by the way to get this shading, you're just stamping it and this shading is just happening. Magical. I think they're really clever how they do that, because it ends up looking like a really effective arty design finish, and you've just got this. So I've got some scrap Whisper White here, which is what you need to stamp the tulips onto. Now for the tulips I'm using Lovely Lipstick, Grapefruit Grove and Pineapple Punch. So these are the in colours from last year, and they're all still available. They're 3 of the 5 set. If you buy the 5 set together you do get a discount, so don't forget that. I'm going to start off with Pineapple Punch. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do the little one to show you first. I'm going to use the Pineapple Punch with my sponge, and I'm just going to pop it at the top of the card there. I'm going to do a couple of bits, and rather than rubbing it I'm just very lightly dabbing it with a dauber. Okay, and then I'm going to do exactly the same with Grapefruit Grove. And I'm going to go over, very lightly, over the Pineapple Punch at the top, not the whole lot, just the edges, and I'm going to bring it down a little bit further. Okay, so I'm not going totally over the Daffodil Delight. I've still got that, it's not Daffodil Delight, Pineapple Punch, I've still got that at the top, but I'm bringing in the Grapefruit Grove part way down, like that. I'm just tapping that in. Then Lovely Lipstick for down the bottom and around the side. So for this I'm just doing the bottom bit and I'm going to come up the side. Now I can see quite clearly here what part of the stamp I have actually inked and which part of the stamp I haven't. I'm not sure if it shows very well on the video, but you should be able to see it. And then all I'm going to do is just blow on it to reactivate the inks and stamp it. And there is my tulip. All different colours. I'm going to do exactly the same with the big one. You always want to start off with a lighter colour because you don't want to get your light colour dauber in your dark ink. So it just makes sense doing that one. I'm just going to ink that up. There's a bit more dimension in the fuller tulip. I do know my flowers, honestly. Well, a little bit. And then Grapefruit Grove. And with this one, you sort of get more of an idea of where the actual leaves are going to finish because it's got this fluty bit here, so you can follow that all the way down with the Grapefruit Grove and then go round it with the lovely lipstick. If you are doing this with photopolymer stamp sets, which I do recommend doing it with because it's clearer with photopolymer stamp sets to see which bit you have inked and which bit you have not, then I would also recommend getting the photopolymer stamp cleaner from the catalogue. I'm not sure if that's what it's called, it's what I call it. It's the stamping cleaning pad. It is ever so good on your photopolymer stamps because it gets rid of the multicoloured tulip. Back to my conversation though, this gets rid of the red stains that are left on your photopolymer stamp set. You know, if you use a dark colour you get those stains. Well, if you use the stamp cleaning pad, really get that in there. It goes all foamy and clean the stamp, and then you use your chamois or your stamping scrub or whatever you normally use to clean over the top. You do need to wash the stamp as well because that is quite a corrosive material, so you do need to wipe it over well. But it clears your stamp so that when you go and do the next one you can again see where the ink's been applied. If you leave the dark colour on, it will stain your stamp and then you won't be able to see next time what colour you're applying onto the stamp. Now I've got those, I'm just going to fussy cut. Like I said, there is a gorgeous punch which will punch this and the leaf out, but in the absence of it I'm just going to quickly whiz around here, fussy cut the tulip out. I don't like fussy cutting with big pieces of paper. I'll get into a knot. You know, don't you, when it's spring, when there's tulips around. My nan, she used to have gorgeous tulips in her garden. All the way down the side of the fence, there was always tulips. And they were always this sort of colouring. There used to be so many colours in them. It would start off with a dark red at the bottom, had a yellow in the middle, and then it did every colour in between. So when I knew I had the tulip set, I knew I wanted to do this technique to try and get different colours so it looked like her tulips. Her tulips did actually used to have really large stems in the middle, black ones. I presume they're all black. I honestly don't know. I'm not really that great with flowers. But as they used to open, people always buy tulips and they're like this, but as my nans used to open, they used to look gorgeous, really nice. I always used to say, your tulips look nice, but by that time, she was, oh, they looked much better a few weeks ago when they were still closed. I used to like them when they opened fully. So there we go. I'm just going to stick this down now. So I'm going to stick it onto the Rocio Rose and then onto the basic black. I've got my snail somewhere. By the time you're watching this, we should have Tombow back in, because I've just had the update this morning telling me that Tombow is coming back into stock and we're getting lots of it. So fingers crossed it'll be available in the shop and you can use the Tombow for this bit. But I do like using snail on videos because it's quick. There we go. And then on your scrap Whisper White as well, you want to use the sentiment, which is hello. And I'm going to use that with the lovely lipstick as well, so it's a dark colour. As you can see, I have not used my super duper awesome cleaning pad for the hello. It's still nice and red. I'll have to use that after. Yeah, like I said, when I have a spare moment, I like to get quite a few videos and crafty bits done so that I don't have to worry about them coming out at the correct time or doing them, so I'm a little bit in advance. And the punch, I'm using the 1 3/8 of an inch scallop punch, and I'm also using the 1 1/8 of an inch scallop punch. So this one's on the white and the slightly larger one on the black. But I've had the week off work this week, so I've made about 20 cards and now I'm rushing through filming them all so that I can get them onto my blog. So I'm not exactly sure when this one's coming to you, but hopefully I should have my punch by then and I'll be whizzing away with my tulips. Very Easterish tulips, isn't it? Or is it daffodils that are Easter on? Might be daffodils. I'm sure any flower's Easter. There we go. So I'm going to pop down the ribbon first across where these are going to go. So I'm just going to look where that's going. It's going there, so I'm going to put the ribbon across. To get the ribbon across, I'm just going to pop one line of snail all the way across there. And it's the black shimmer ribbon. I love this ribbon. I just think it's so classy. I'm just going to pop some snail on that side so that I can bend it in. Okay, and then I'm going to stick these down, so I'm just going to pop some dimensionals on the back. To grab the ribbon again, I'm just going to create a small bow. Do you know, I love fiddling with bows. I can do it all day and it looks perfect, but I still keep fiddling and fiddling until it's gone completely out of shape and then I have to make it again and make it again. It's quite an enjoyable thing, I think. I'm just going to line up where I want those. So yeah, I want my hello just there. And a glue dot. Help if I pick my paper piercer, not my scoring tool up. Stick that on the back of the ribbon. And pop that where I want it. Which is just there. Now for the base of the card I have Whisper White. I've already cut it. It's a sheet of A4 Whisper White that I've cut in half and scored in half, so I'm just going to fold that over and burnish it. And then stick this down. That's my textured timeless tulip. Oh, I think I've just thought of the blog post name, textured timeless tulip. And you've got the fun colours in it. Thanks for joining me today. If you do want one of the new catalogues, just let me know, or alternatively you can head over to my store, slimandstylish.com, head up to the header and click on buy, and it will have all of the bits that are in the catalogue for it. This stamp set and the punch is £30.50. If you add an extra £15 worth of product, you will get a free item from the Sale-a-bration catalogue, so do bear that in mind. Thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.